When you scroll through Ashley Michelle's Instagram, it's hard to miss her jaw-dropping before-after photos. The 90-day Fiancé star publicly celebrated dropping 100 pounds as a marker in her transformation. But underneath that striking visual shift lies a process built on tiny habits, consistent measurement, and a dose of self-kindness. That, more than any fad diet or dramatic transformation, is what the true Gym Baddie blueprint is all about. In this article, you'll journey through Ashley's transformation, see how small habits accumulate over time, learn why tracking is your secret weapon, and discover how self-compassion keeps you in the game when motivation fades. Let's get into it. The before-after that turns heads. Let's start with what most people see on the surface. Ashley posted a side-by-side, officially minus 100 pounds. She shared her workout routines: strength lifts, deadlifts, hip thrusts, kettlebell swings, spin classes, cardio, etc. Her after photos highlight a toned physique, leaner silhouette, and clear muscular definition. But picture this: before those fierce gym selfies, Ashley's journey was not an overnight miracle. She speaks openly about baby steps over time, about days she started again, about not being hard on herself. That's the real Gym Baddie ethos in practice, not perfection, but persistence. The Gym Baddie mental model: yes, you can use it. Gym Baddie is more than aesthetics. It's a mindset: bold, intentional, empowered. It means owning your space in the gym, knowing your why, and using your habits as your tools. Here are the pillars Ashley, implicitly, teaches. 1. Small habits are the foundation. You don't begin by lifting heavy or going all in. You begin by showing up, doing a little more than yesterday, or a little better. Ashley says baby steps 1 over time got her where she is. 2. Tracking equals feedback, not guilt. Whether it's tracking your workouts, steps, macros, or mood, measurement informs your next move. Ashley frequently posts about her routines, stairmaster, spin, lifts, and holds herself accountable publicly. 3. Self-compassion fuels consistency. Slip-ups aren't failures, they're signals. Ashley repeatedly says she started again when faced with setbacks and treated herself with kindness instead of shame. 4. Variety adaptation. Keep you from dying inside. Boredom is a stealth killer of progress. Ashley mixes things: spin classes, aerial silks, deadlifts, cardio, to keep it fresh. 5. Incremental overhaul, not radical overhaul. You don't flip your life overnight. Ashley's transformation spanned years, not weeks. Let's go deeper into how to build your own version of her blueprint. Phase 1. Start with micro habits, days 1 to 30. Your first month doesn't demand monstrous feats. It demands consistency. Choose 2 to 4 keystone habits. These are anchor habits that influence many others. Examples: show up to the gym, even if just 15 minutes. Drink a certain amount of water each day. Track your meals, or at least log 1 meal a day. Sleep by a reasonable hour. Ashley often talks about showing up every day, even when Netflix felt more tempting. B. Make them ridiculously easy. If go to gym for an hour is too much, start with put on workout clothes. If meal prep feels overwhelming, start by cooking 1 ingredient. Small wins build confidence. C. Track. Don't judge. Use a habit tracker, a simple app or pen and paper. Mark when you do the habit. Doesn't matter if you had 20 reps or 5. Mark the show up. That forward momentum is what counts. D. Embrace bounce backs. If you miss a day, don't spiral. Ashley says she would restart. The goal is not perfection, the goal is traction. Phase 2. Build consistency. Tracking, days 31 to 60. Once you've solidified showing up, layer in feedback loops and progressive challenge. Introduce structured tracking. Workout logs, what you did, sets, reps, weight, heart rate/intensity. Use a fitness watch or rate of perceived exertion. Nutrition logs, if fits your style. Eat freely but get data. Sleep/recovery logs. Ashley posts her cardio routines, e.g. Stairmaster level 8 for 45 minutes. Spin classes twice weekly. That's a form of transparency and self-accountability. B. Progressive overload. Variation. You can't stay at the same weights or routines forever. Gradually increase weight, reps, duration, or change exercises. Ashley's workouts include deadlifts, single leg deadlifts, RDLs, hip thrusts, kettlebell swings, strong compound movements. Mix in cardio, spin, aerial silks. She uses variety to keep her body responsive. C. Weekly reflection. Set aside 10 minutes weekly to ask, what went well? What held me back? What can I try differently next week? This builds adaptive intelligence instead of rigid rules. D. Scale habits. Gradually add 1 more habit or refine an existing one, e.g. increase gym time, add mobility work, reduce processed sugar, schedule sleep. Wind down. Phase 3. Deepening self-compassion. Resilience identity, days 61-90 plus. Here's where the psychological layer becomes vital. When the honeymoon period fades, inner grit, identity, and mindset carry you through. Change the narrative instead of "I have to go to the gym." Shift to "I get to show up for my future self." Ashley often frames her journey in self-honor, honoring myself, my work, and my determination. B. Use mantras. Affirmations. Ashley used "keep going" as a mantra during struggles. When resistance rises, have your anchor phrase ready. C. Embrace setbacks as data if you regress. Don't shame yourself, treat it as info. Ask, what environmental or emotional factor triggered the slip? Adjust accordingly. D. Visualize future self. See yourself at 1 year, 2 years, not just in physique, but in habits, energy, self-esteem. This vision becomes magnetic. E. Reward outside the scale. Celebrate non-scale victories, more energy, better mood, clothes fitting differently, stronger lifts. Ashley's story is more than weight lost, it's about reclaiming confidence, movement, and power. Why this works: backed by behavior science, marginal gains add up, 1% improvements, compounded over months, yield major shifts. Tracking enhances awareness. You can't fix what you don't measure. Self-compassion sustains, shame kills momentum. Kindness fuels iteration. Identity shift is powerful. You start to think of yourself as someone who does, a gym person, a consistent eater, a mover. Variety prevents adaptation. Muscles and motivation thrive when surprised.